Welcome to English Journey, a place where English is not just a language, but a tool to change your life. Today, you are not here by accident. You didn't click on this video randomly. Something inside you brought you here. A quiet voice, a feeling you couldn't explain, maybe curiosity, maybe frustration, or maybe a deep desire for more. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked at your life and felt truly proud? Not comfortable, not okay, but proud. If your heart stayed silent for a moment, then listen carefully. Because this story is not just a story, it's a mirror. And if you allow it, it might show you who you are and who you could become. Most people live on autopilot. They wake up, scroll their phones, rush through the day, complain at night, and repeat the same cycle again and again. Days turn into months, months into years. And one day, they wake up older, tired, and full of regrets they never planned to have. But deep inside, almost everyone has a dream. A better life, a stronger version of themselves, a future where money is not a constant fear, a life where parents are proud, not worried, a life where you don't feel small anymore. So what happens? Why do so many dreams die quietly? Because dreams are easy to imagine, but hard to protect. The world doesn't clap when you decide to change. People don't celebrate your goals. In fact, most of the time, they doubt you. And slowly, without realizing it, you start doubting yourself too. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I'm not ready yet. I don't have time. I don't have money. I'm not smart enough. These sentences sound harmless, but they are dangerous, because every excuse delays your future. Let me tell you the truth. Your life will not change by luck. It will not improve because you watched one video, and it will not magically become better on its own. Change begins the moment you take responsibility. Not blame, not complaints. Responsibility. Responsibility means saying, this is my life, and if it's not where I want it to be, then it's my job to change it. That sentence alone scares most people, because responsibility removes excuses, and excuses are comfortable. Think about it. How many times have you blamed your situation, your parents, your country, your education, your past mistakes? But here's something nobody tells you. Your past may explain where you are, but it does not decide where you go. History does not control your future. Your decisions do. Right now, as you listen, your mind might be fighting back. It might say, this sounds good, but my life is different. You don't know my problems. This works for others, not for me. That voice is fear. Fear of change. Fear of failure. Fear of responsibility. And fear is clever. It disguises itself as logic. But ask yourself this: has staying the same made your life better? If not, then maybe it's time to try something different. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up one morning without panic, without stress, without that heavy feeling in your chest. You wake up knowing you're moving forward. You're growing. You're becoming someone stronger than yesterday. You walk into a room and people feel your presence, not because you are loud, but because you are confident. Your parents look at you differently, not with worry, but with relief. They sleep peacefully, knowing their child will be okay. That life is not fantasy, but it has a price, and that price is discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Most people wait for motivation. Successful people build discipline. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is a decision. And discipline starts with habits. Your habits are shaping your future right now, whether you like it or not. Every hour you spend scrolling without purpose. Every night you sleep late without reason. Every day you delay what matters. You are voting for the life you'll have tomorrow. Time is the only currency you spend without realizing its value until it's gone. Successful people don't have more time. They just respect it more. They read when others scroll. They learn when others complain. They work when others wait. And no, they weren't always confident. They were once scared too. But they decided that fear would not control their life. Let me remind you of something powerful. You are not behind. You are early, if you start now. Think about your parents. Your mother carried you before the world even knew your name. She lost sleep so you could sleep peacefully. She worried silently while smiling in front of you. Your father carried responsibilities heavier than his words. He woke up tired, came home exhausted, but kept going. For you. They didn't ask for perfection. They asked for effort. So ask yourself, what story are you writing for them? Will they say, "Our child tried"? Or, "Our child was always afraid to begin"? Success is not about money alone. It's about dignity, about becoming someone you respect. And that journey doesn't begin someday. It begins now. Not tomorrow, not next month. Now. This is where your English journey becomes a life journey. Because every word you learn, every idea you understand, every mindset you build, you are upgrading yourself. Language opens doors, but mindset decides which door you walk through. And in this story, you are not a spectator. You are the main character. The next chapters will challenge you. They will test your discipline. They will demand honesty. But if you stay until the end, you won't just improve your English. You'll start seeing yourself differently. And that is where real change begins. Every meaningful journey reaches a point where motivation is no longer enough. This is the stage where most people quit, not because they are weak, but because they were never prepared for the cost of growth. Success has a price, and that price is sacrifice. Sacrifice does not always mean pain in the body. Sometimes it means pain in the ego. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It means waking up early when your bed feels warm and safe. It means working quietly while others are laughing loudly. It means saying no to distractions that look harmless but steal your future. Most people want the results of discipline without the process of discipline. They want confidence without effort. They want success without struggle. But life doesn't work that way. Behind every strong person is a version of them that wanted to quit, but didn't. Let me ask you something honestly. How do you spend your average day? Not your perfect day. Your average day. Because your average day creates your future. If your days are filled with distraction, your future will be distracted. If your days are filled with learning, your future will grow. Habits are silent builders. They work in the background. You don't see results immediately, but one day, everything changes. A small habit repeated daily is more powerful than a big effort done once. Reading 10 pages a day seems small. Learning 5 new words a day feels slow. Practicing one skill daily looks insignificant. But consistency compounds. 1 year later, you're no longer the same person. The problem is, most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they stop too early. They quit in the invisible phase. The phase where no one notices your effort. No one praises your discipline. No one claps for your progress. But this is where winners are made. Because discipline doesn't care about applause. It only responds to commitment. Another hard truth, your environment shapes you more than your motivation. You can be ambitious, but if you surround yourself with lazy minds, you'll slow down. You can dream big, but if you live among small thinkers, your dream will shrink. Look around you. The conversations you hear daily. The content you consume, the people you listen to. Are they feeding your growth or feeding your excuses? If everyone around you complains, complaining becomes normal. If everyone around you wastes time, wasting time feels acceptable. Growth sometimes requires distance, not hatred, not arrogance. Distance. Distance from habits that don't serve you. Distance from voices that don't believe in you. Distance from comfort that keeps you average. This part is lonely, and that's why it's powerful. Because while others are busy fitting in, you are busy building. There will be moments when doubt attacks you quietly. At night, when you're tired. When progress feels slow, your mind will whisper, "Is this worth it? What if I fail? What if nothing changes?" That is the inner war. Every successful person has fought it. The difference is, they didn't let the voice win. They understood something crucial. Your mind is a tool. If you don't control it, it will control you. Negative thoughts don't mean you're weak. They mean you're human. But believing them is a choice. The moment you challenge your thoughts, you take back power. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I'm learning how." Instead of, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm improving every day." Language shapes identity. The words you speak to yourself become your reality. This is why learning English here is more than vocabulary. It's mindset training. You are learning to think clearly, speak confidently, express powerfully. And that skill opens doors, professionally and personally. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who desperately wanted success. He watched motivational videos, read quotes, dreamed big. But his life never changed. One day, he met a mentor and asked, "Why am I not succeeding?" The mentor didn't answer immediately. He took the young man to a river. Suddenly, the mentor pushed his head underwater. The young man struggled, panicked, and fought for air. Finally, the mentor released him. Gasping, the young man asked angrily, "Why did you do that?" The mentor replied calmly, "When you want success as badly as you wanted to breathe, you will succeed." That message is brutal, but true. Desire without commitment is entertainment. Desire with action is transformation. How badly do you want your dream? Badly enough to change your routine? Badly enough to disappoint people who don't understand your vision? Badly enough to stay consistent when results are slow? Because life doesn't reward intention, it rewards execution. Another mistake people make. They wait for confidence before acting. Confidence doesn't come first. Action does. You don't become confident and then start. You start, and confidence follows. Every small win builds belief. Every completed task strengthens identity. And slowly, something changes. You begin trusting yourself. And self-trust is rare. Once you trust yourself, you stop needing approval. You stop explaining your dreams. You stop arguing with doubters. You let results speak. Remember, the lion does not turn around when small dogs bark. Your journey is not loud, it is focused. There will be days when you feel behind. When social media shows others winning faster. Don't compare timelines. Comparison kills progress. Everyone's path is different. Everyone's struggle is hidden. Focus on your lane. Improve by 1% today. That's enough. Progress is not about speed. It's about direction. As long as you're moving forward, you're winning. And if you fall, you get back up. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every failure teaches you something valuable. If you're humble enough to learn. The only real failure is quitting. So breathe, refocus, continue. Because the version of you who keeps going will one day thank you. And the people who doubted you will wonder how you did it. This journey is shaping you, quietly, slowly, powerfully. And the best part? You're just getting started.